Thank you for tuning in, replay viewers. If you are enjoying this scope, be sure to tap the screen, heart it up. And if you're not following us, be sure to click that little Perry guide down at the bottom and follow so you can catch us live next time. Hey guys, let me double tap. This is just the book that I'm reading right now. I needed a thumbnail. Let me double tap really quick. Hello. I have a baby in the room with me today. Yes, okay. Here. It's right here. Yeah. Hey guys, good morning. The baby's in the room with me, so you're going to hear him screaming and squealing and doing all types of stuff because yesterday was not a good day, so I'm making up for it by doing all the things I usually don't do for the kids. Hey Jen, how are you? Okay guys, well yesterday I was not on Periscope. I don't know if you noticed. Hi, hey Egg, thank you so much. I wanted to hop on and share why. Mostly because this has nothing to do with frugality it kind of has something to do with living a full life. If we, pay attention to the things that happen to our bodies and our mental state and make sure that we don't do those things. So I was not on Periscope yesterday, but I did want to share why. For anybody that is new, hello, new friend. There's a new friend. Hi, Nicole. How are you? My name is Amiyrah Martin, and I blog at 4hatsandfrugal.com, where we teach families how to have fun on a dime, how you can be a baller on a budget, and how to live a full life on less. Now, the full life part is probably what we're going to be talking about today, because yesterday was not a good day. It was not a good day. Thank you for sharing. I was going to say, this has nothing to do with what I usually talk about, but I know a lot of moms especially go through this, and a lot of people deal with anxiety and have anxiety attacks, and we just don't tend to talk about them. I hear everybody else talking about everything else that they go through. This is something that I hardly hear people talk about, maybe because we downplay it as something that isn't as serious as other things like severe depression or being bipolar, or it's something that you deal with on top of those things. Like you deal with deep depression, or you are bipolar, and then on top of that you deal with anxiety. So it's kind of the thing that goes on the back burner. But this is something that I have been dealing with for a very long time. My son is throwing clothes on the floor. But yesterday, you're so welcome. Yesterday, I had another anxiety attack. I don't have them very often, especially one as severe as I did yesterday. But I couldn't scope yesterday. I couldn't even get out of the bed. So I kind of wanted to share my story. Oh, is it? Well, I'm still gonna keep talking. So day before yesterday, I did scope. You guys got to see me at the flagship Wendy's in Dublin, Ohio. I was so excited to be there and to learn a little bit more about their company. But that was a very short trip, which means I traveled. I ended up in Dublin, and then I traveled pretty much 24 hours later. Travel is a big trigger for me when it comes to anxiety. Very, very big trigger. Not the traveling per se, but the mental part of thinking what happens if something goes wrong. That gets me every single time. Oh, Desi Amy, that's so cool. So travel is a big trigger. Travel is probably my biggest trigger. My second biggest trigger, which you guys are going to find kind of funny, is finance. If our financial ducks are not in a row and something bad happens, I will end up in a fetal position. Like something really bad happens. Like we have a big thing that we have to pay off. Even though we have an emergency fund and all that stuff, financial setbacks are another big trigger for me. But travel is my biggest trigger. So while I do love to end up in the destination, I don't like... James, come out from there. Thank you. Why? I don't like the travel part of it. I don't like the getting there part. It drives me insane. I don't like the confined space. That wasn't very nice. And I don't like the idea of someone telling you a schedule, and then all of a sudden your flight is delayed or your flight is canceled. Like, I don't like that. You told me a schedule, stick to the schedule, right? That bothers me. So when those things happen, my anxiety starts to really flare up. So, James, no. James, thank you. Yes, thank you very much. So, after I was done with Wendy's and I had a layover, number one. Number one problem, I don't like layovers. I would rather sit on the plane for 3 or 4 hours or 6 hours or 8 hours instead of having a layover. Like, I don't mind not being able to stretch my legs. I don't, because a layover means 2 planes instead of 1 or 3 planes instead of 2. I just can't. I'm already, like, you guys see, I'm like, so I had a layover, and it was a layover in one of my least favorite airports ever, probably my least favorite airport. And every time I fly into that airport, something happens to my flight. But I saw my itinerary. I didn't say anything. I was just like, you know what? This is a very quick trip. Yes, Adrian. O'Hare is the worst. It's the worst. So I didn't say anything when they sent my travel. I was like, it's a very quick trip. Nothing's going to happen. Let's think positive. I saw that I had to go through O'Hare. And I said, you know what? We're going to get through it. And I thought everything was, and it was not. It was horrible. We sat in the tarmac for 3 hours. And then we sat at the gate because they decided that they couldn't fly. The wind and the torrential downpour that we were experiencing on the tarmac wasn't enough to get them back to the gate. I don't know what was going on there. So we sat on the tarmac for 3 hours. We sat at the gate for 2 hours. Then they let us off the plane. And it was a toss-up if they were going to cancel our flight or, they were going to try to get us a new crew because our crew had timed out, of course. The whole crew. All the pilots, all the attendants, everybody timed out. So we had to wait for another full crew. Or they were going to cancel. This was maybe 11 o'clock. I was supposed to be home by 9:30 p.m. So I'm in this airport trying not to completely freak out because I could feel it. I was like, your attack is coming. It's coming. If they would have said that they were canceling the flight, I probably would have lost it. In that airport. So I managed to get back to New Jersey. By the time our plane pulled in to the gate, I was already 10 minutes late to the very last train home. So here we go again. Because once I get to the airport, I had to take a train. It was already 1-something in the morning. I wasn't going to have my family come pick me up at 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay? They were all asleep, or supposed to be asleep. So I was 10 minutes late. As soon as the plane pulled in, I was already 10 minutes late for that very last train. So the next train wasn't coming until 4:42 a.m., which means I had to sit in an airport for 3 hours just to wait for a train to get home, which was another half an hour train ride to get home. So yeah, and I lost it a little bit, and at the airport, Newark Airport, I lost it a little bit. Because one of the TSA people, I just wanted to sit down and charge my phone. My phone was dead. Like, it was a catastrophe. So I sat down outside of the gate. As soon as we got off the plane, I was going to charge my phone. And this guy just comes up to me and says, "This is closed. You can't be here." And I said, "Well, I have no place to go." Sorry. So I told him, "I have no place to go. I can't even go home right now. I just want to charge my phone." So he kicked me out, and he was very rude and very mean. So I lost it for a minute there. I went in the bathroom and I lost it for a minute. But I pulled myself together, and I just went downstairs. Like, he kicked me out. So that was rough. The thing is, when I'm not home, my husband really can't sleep. So he was watching I Snapchatted this whole thing. So he was watching my snaps. And I sent him a text saying, I missed the train. I'm going to take the 4:42. So I'll be home before you have to leave for work. And he, I guess he woke up, he watched my snap, and he said, "We're coming to get you." So he woke the kids up. I said, "You can't wake the kids up." And I said, you need to sleep for work, blah, 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 blah. So I'm trying to talk him out of it because I'm already feeling guilty for not being home on time. I'm feeling guilty that I'm going through this mess that really wasn't my fault. But that's how my anxiety works. I make myself feel guilty for going through it. So they came and got me, and it was 4 in the morning by the time they were able to get there, because he had fallen asleep and he just happened to wake up and see my text. So the kids were so tired. They were still in their pajamas. He was up. He's like, I'm just going to be up for the day. I already had to wake up at 5:30, so I'll be up a couple hours earlier than usual. And there's just, yesterday was not a good day for anybody. I could not get out of bed. I was in the fetal position in the bed all day. My poor baby, which is why I'm letting him run rampant right now. He was stuck in a playpen all day. I couldn't even feed my kids. My 10-year-old had to feed my kids. So it just wasn't a good day. And this isn't something that I usually talk about on here, but I feel like a lot of people come on Periscope and they want to show you the good side of stuff. A lot of moms, they come on here and they want to show you their tips and their tricks, and this is how you can handle your kids. And, you know, if you're having a bad day, this is what I did yesterday for my bad day, and look how I am today. And they don't keep it real with you. This is what happens. Sometimes these things happen. I was in the bed all day. I had the feeling that if I got out of bed, something bad would happen. Something else bad would happen. So it was very hard for me to even get out of bed. I didn't eat all day. I didn't use the bathroom. My 10-year-old seemed to get it. He's an empath like me. So he understood. And he did what he could. I mean, he's 10. You know, he's 10. So the baby didn't get his diaper changed yesterday until my husband got home. My husband had to order Chinese. I couldn't get it together. So for any of you out there who deal with anxiety, I know you feel what I'm feeling. So it was a big attack yesterday. I haven't had an attack like that in a long time. The last time I had one was when all of us were on an airplane on our way back. Airplane again, see? On our way back from Disney World, and we really thought the plane was going to crash. It dropped numerous times, and the baby threw up on the plane. Like, it was really bad. And after that trip, after we finally got home, I had another attack, and I couldn't function for at least a day and a half. Time before that, when it was really bad, it was a financial thing. And my husband found me in the walk-in closet. Not this one. We were in our old apartment. The walk-in closet, curled up in a ball, just crying hysterically, and he couldn't make me stop. And it scared him half to death, and he didn't understand. This was before I even explained my anxiety attacks to him. So I really haven't had many really big ones, but when I have had them, they have disabled me from doing anything. And which is a very hard thing to say and to do as a mom, as the person that runs the household. Because if you're not running the household, everything turns to shambles, or so you think. So it's something that I suffer with. It's something that I suffer with daily. And, you know, every once in a while I do have these really severe attacks. I may have little attacks every now and then. I know how to handle those. But these ones I really have to just stop. And it's like self-preservation. And I couldn't take care of my kids yesterday because if I had gotten up out of the bed and tried to, I don't even know what would happen. So my mind just wasn't right. So that's what happened yesterday. And, you know, I really do wish people would talk about this a little bit more. Anxiety has no boundaries. Good on you for sharing this. You have a good supporting. Thank you very much. Yes. Exactly, yeah. The kids didn't die yesterday. They just didn't get the mom that they usually get. And, of course, as a mom, I felt guilty about it. I still feel guilty about it today, which is why he's running around just messing with everything in my room right now. And why my kids are playing Minecraft. But, you know, and it's not my fault. That's the way I'm built. And it would be nice to see other moms get on this platform, especially because this is where we really connect. You can connect through someone's story and seeing them share it. If they would get on here and really share their story, tell the really real. It's nice to have somebody say, hey, you can do it. You know, I believe in you. I do that here on my channel too. But it's also nice to have someone get on here and just say, I had the worst day. Today is better. If you have ever gone through what I went through, just know that, you know, I've done it too. That's all. I guess that's the reason why I wanted to share this today. This is not something that we usually talk about here. Yes, self-care is so important. And tomorrow is Self-Care Saturday. So if you were thinking of not doing anything for yourself tomorrow, please change your mind. Do something for you. Take care of you. Thank you for sharing with this. This is real and so hard, and there is something you can do. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. March was a rough month for me. It was a very exciting month, but it was rough. I mean, I hurt myself in March, which means I wasn't able to be the mom that I wanted to be for quite a few days because of that. And now there's this. But after all that, all I can think of is that I need to not feel bad about doing for me, because the more that I do for me, the better I can do for them, even if that meant me being in the bed all day yesterday. So, and just the kicker, I have to get back on a plane tomorrow. I'm going on a girls trip. See, what did I say about self-care? I'm going on a girls trip to New Orleans. We've been planning this for months. Yesterday's events, or the day before yesterday's events, Papa, please don't do that. As much as I do not want to get back on a plane, I don't want to get back on a plane. I do want to be with my friends, and I do want to be able to relax and enjoy their company. So I will have to endure. Yes, I have a layover. It is not in O'Hare. Thank you, Jesus. It is in Atlanta, which is one of my favorite airports, so that might be nice. But it's okay. It's okay. It's going to be okay. Right, focus on the end. That's what I do every time I travel. I think about the destination more than how we're getting there. But the travel that's my trigger. That's my trigger. Travel in general. So when travel goes wrong and everything goes wrong with your traveling, I know an attack is coming. I know it's coming. So O'Hare is... See, I don't like to say things are the worst or evil, but every single time I'm in O'Hare Airport or I have to do something connects to O'Hare or, fly to Chicago and I fly into O'Hare instead of Midway, it's like something always happens. Thank you. That's garbage. I didn't even know why Daddy had that in his garbage. Travel having the same flight with my wife. Yes. Yeah. Fancy helps. You were rough yesterday. Helping someone. So thank you. And then I got this one here. What? Do you want to say hi? Look at this. Look at this mess. I don't understand. Say hi. Look. Who that? Who that baby? Who's that baby? Who's that baby? Are you pointing? Are you pointing? Okay, I'll be done in 1 second, then we can play, okay? Yeah. Exciting, right? So, I hope that helped you. I hope that story helped you. All of you who were watching via Snapchat and you sent me snaps, I tried to send you as many snaps back as I could. But thank you so much for checking in on me. I really, really appreciate that. And I was very shocked to see so many people respond on Snapchat. It's like, that's crazy. But yes, thank you so much for that. Thank you for checking in on me. That got me out of bed, truthfully. Just seeing people asking if I was okay, how I was doing, that they were thinking of me, or that they suffered from anxiety as well. So that really helped. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, yesterday, yeah, I couldn't even. So, but I'm back today. I'm back, and I may scope. Should I scope when I'm in NOLA? We'll see. I may scope from Cafe Du Monde because I will be there a lot. I can't wait. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. So I guess I gotta go. This guy's not giving me any rest. Have you tried copper bracelets? For my anxiety, I actually use oils, Nikki. But, I mean, I used my stress away, which helped me not lose my ish. For as long as I did, I definitely attribute that to my stress away mix from Young Living. If I hadn't have had that, I know I would have lost it. But, you know, by the time I had gotten to that airport, stress away was not helping anything. Like, it was a wrap. But stress away, I put it on. As soon as I saw we were on the tarmac for over an hour, I rubbed that sucker on. I was like, yeah, you're going to need this. Here I thought we were going to be leaving. But yeah, I use oils for my anxiety for the most part. But sometimes you just can't. So circumstances and oils or bracelets, none of that stuff will help. It's just, you got to get through it. You got to get through it. What's stress away? It's an oil blend from Young Living. I think most of the oil companies have their own type of blend like that where it helps you with stress. But I love stress away. It's like my favorite. Lavender is another one that calms me. Lavender and peppermint, because peppermint makes me breathe, which is something I tend to forget to do. So they did help me, but you know, sometimes things just happen, right? And it doesn't matter what you're wearing or what you're doing or your breathing exercises or your meditation, you're going to have to go through it. And that's what I did yesterday. I went through it. I stayed in the bed all day. So, yes, we've all had something. Oh, thank you, Amy. Ow, Papa, please don't do that. And now he's going to hug me because he hurt me. Sour Patch Kid. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your kind words. And for all of you out there that may suffer from anxiety like I do, you will get through it. It's a phase. It's something that you have to mentally get through and physically get through, but give yourself the permission to do so. It's hard to do that. Take it from me. I felt like the worst mom in the world yesterday. But today I see that I needed that, right? Because if I hadn't done that yesterday, today would have been even worse. So make sure you take care of you, okay? And don't think that everybody is going through life with rose-colored glasses and telling you just do this and do that and you'll be happy and your kids will be great. Sometimes you have a bad day, okay? I'm getting hyped. Sometimes you have a bad day as a mom. And sometimes that day is really bad. And sometimes you just got to go through that really bad day. Nobody telling you that things, can be better. And, we never really have days like that. They're lying to you. They're lying to you. And I really wish they would be more real about their days that they have. Tell us what happened. Tell us what went wrong. Tell us how you got out of it. Yes. But please let us know that you're human too. And please let us know that you deal with some dark things sometimes. It helps people feel that they're going to get out of the dark things and be in the light as well. Because they see how well you're doing, how well you're functioning, and they think you never go through these things because you never talk about them. So talk about them, please. That's it. That's it. So I'm going to let you guys go because he's trying to tear up one of my books now. The only people who do that are Stepford. I don't think so, Nikki. I think they see everybody else not talking about it, so they go, well, I can't talk about that. Well, they're not talking about it, and if I talk about it, then I'll be seen as the weirdo, and, she talked about her bad day. And we don't do that. We have to inspire people all the time. Which is true. You inspire people by telling your story. So I just hope that changes a little bit, especially here on Periscope, because we connect so much with people on here. It will be nice to see them talk about the things that they go through. But that's it. I'm getting off my soapbox. I will see you guys later. Monday, I'll still be in New Orleans. Well, I'll be flying out. So I may actually get to Snap. I may actually get to Periscope. once I land. So if I can do that, I will. We're still not done talking about spring cleaning. I still have it on the list, so we're going to continue that conversation. And we're going to start up our financial affirmations series as well, which is going to be really fun. But I hope I see you guys next week. I am here at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every day. So if you're new to me, I hope we see you at our next scope. Sorry, I'm super late. I'll press the replay. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Bad days happen. Good days happen. Exactly. Right? Exactly. And you shouldn't ignore the bad days. I think that's what I'm trying to say here. Don't do that, Pops. Thank you. Because the bad days make the good days even more special. So I'll see you guys later. I'll see you next week at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day, Monday through Friday. Okay? So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope you take care of you, especially tomorrow for Self-Care Saturday. And I will see you soon. Bye.